It's another week of the latest tech leaks from the smartphone industry, and consider subscribing if you like tech reviews and you want to keep up to date every week with the latest smartphone leaks. So this week, another sighting of the actual Google Pixel 4 in the real world, and of course, it is covered in what might be the most ugliest phone case I've ever seen. But there's one thing that's for sure, and it is that camera array. Triple camera layout in that square pattern, as we already knew. But the question when it comes to the Google Pixel 4 is in regards to its specs. Will we see the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset, and will it be 5G, or will we see two devices, one 5G and one not? Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited for this device? For me, one of the most exciting things when it comes to a Google Pixel phone is in regards to the camera technology. And recently on leaks, leaked an image showing an empty space in the top right corner on the front of the device. What could this be for? Only time will tell. Could we see something really exciting when it comes to that front shooter, or will it be the solid radar components as on leaks suggests? Personally, I'd like to see something special in regards to the camera, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Now on to some Mate 30 news, and here are some leaked images of the front camera array. Yes, it's got a notch.
The notch.
The notch, right. Doesn't the notch cover up some of the screen if you watch a movie?
Now when it comes to the notch, it's not a problem for me, just as long as the sacrifice of that section of the screen delivers something special in return. With the success of the Mate 20 cameras, one of the only areas that really needed a bit of improvement is that selfie camera. So hopefully the notch will be worth it. Let me know what you think about notches. Are they already outdated, or are you happy to have one if it means having good camera functionality on the front facer? Also, a bit more info has been leaked in regards to the front of the device. Now, I'm undecided about curved displays. I'm not sure there's a real benefit to having one other than having notifications. When it comes to edge functionality, I've had a few curved devices, and to be honest, the edge functionality is not something I use very often at all. But anyway, what we can see from these leaked screen glasses is that the Mate 30 Pro might be one of the most curviest phones we will ever see to date. So the curved edges are pretty extreme, and I think it will add to the overall look of the device, but I'm not sure it's going to improve the device in terms of performance or screen display performance or anything like that. It's just a new look. What do you guys think about curved screens? Is it worth having one? Does it give you any kind of advantages or not? I've put a poll up in the top right corner so you guys can vote, and once you do that, you can see what everybody else is saying too. Now on to some more Huawei news from Huawei's sister company Honor. And you guys know I'm an Honor fan. The phones come in at such affordable prices, but with really great specs and a really great look as well. So they've got this new Honor 9X, which is due for launch very soon. And some of the cool stuff about this is the pop-up camera like we see on the OnePlus 7 Pro, which I'm currently using. I think is really awesome actually. It'll actually surprise you how little you actually use the selfie camera. My concerns originally were, what if that motor runs out or it gets in the way or something like that, and I haven't had any of those issues using the OnePlus 7, so I'm excited for that. One of the coolest things about the Honor devices is the way they look. The back of the device on the 9X looks really awesome. It's kind of got this light gradient X pattern, which is going to give that device a really unique and striking look. I really like this about the Honor devices. Also, the specs look pretty good as well. So we're going to see a Kirin 810 in there with up to 8 GB of RAM, which is pretty impressive. If I was to guess the price of this device, I think it would be under $299. So this is definitely one to look out for, and hopefully I get a review unit to check out for you guys and do some videos on. Now here's some news regarding a new Umidigi device, and Umidigi being a company that I actually haven't had the opportunity to work with just yet, but I hear they're really huge in Spain. Actually, I believe they're the #1. But anyway, this new Umidigi X will have an in-screen fingerprint sensor. It will have the Sony IMX48 megapixel shooter, plus 2 more lenses, an ultra wide, and I'm assuming a telephoto. But look at the size of the battery on this thing. 4150 milliamps battery with an 18-watt fast charger, so that's pretty quick. The device is going to be thin, it's going to have NFC. Question is, what kind of processor we're going to have in there as well. I'm quite excited to see this. Hopefully Umidigi will actually send me one to check out. Let me know if you guys have heard of Umidigi, or if you're a fan of Umidigi, and if you're excited for this device. So I decided to keep this video a bit shorter than usual this week. And guys, if you're a Sony fan, you want to check out this video on screen right now, the Sony Xperia 1 versus the OnePlus 7 Pro. I filmed it at Hyper Japan Festival in London. Really interesting results there. Go check that one out. And if you enjoy these Quickie leaks, let me know in the comments below. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss next week's. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be late.
The rest is quite simple, really. Word has been leaked via the underworld grapevine